Good morning. Pleasure to be here. And we have to discuss very important issues which are related to the collective security. For me, as a representative of the eastern flank country, Lithuania, it's very important to have the Article 5 ironclad. Article 5 is a key element of our collective security. Also, my expectations are related to the transatlantic bond and strengthening of transatlantic bond. I hope that in this area we have to deliver too. Support to Ukraine. Ukraine is defending freedom. Ukraine is defending the first line of the freedom, and all other countries of Europe are exposed to the threats which are coming from Russia and Belarus. My country has very long border with Belarus, which is close ally, proxy of Russian Federation. And also we have the 120 kilometers border with Kaliningrad region. So those areas are highly militarized, and they are posing the threat to the neighbors. Also, I expect that we will achieve the certain level of solidarity within NATO, and I'm talking not only about moral solidarity and unity, but also about financial solidarity. My country tries to lead by example, because in 2026 we spend 5.4% of our GDP on defense. And if we add to this core of financing the defense-related spending and put together, our military spending will be about 7% of GDP. 7%, I repeat that. So in order to protect our security and protect our people, we are ready to take the big part of our public finances from other needs. Of course, we need social benefits, we need higher pensions, but we understand in which world we are living and what are our neighbors. So we cannot expect the solidarity from other countries if we ourselves do not deliver on that issue.
What is your reaction on U.S. attacks on Iran, and why don't you feel that it overshadows
we are, of course, concerned about further escalation of the crisis in the Middle East. But at the same time, we understand that we have to solve the problems which are related to possible creation of nuclear weapons in Iran. So my country is in solidarity with the United States. In order to guarantee the free navigation in Hormuz Strait, we have decided that we are ready to contribute by sending our demining mission in case it will be needed. So for me, it's pretty clear that this is our conflict, our war too. And we have to stay united if we expect the solidarity from the side of the United States.
President, is the alliance in danger because other nations are not spending as much as you and the other 40 nations, and actually that is incurring the wrath of the US president threatening to pull troops out of the region?
I see the point, and of course I understand that it's not so easy for some big countries to deliver and to spend 5% of GDP. But I think it would be highly counterproductive if there will be certain 3 or 4 clubs within the NATO. There must be one club, and this club should be called 5% club. Yes, I understand that there are some transitional periods, and some countries will achieve this target in 2035. But I think what is important to keep this level confident, and we should do more in order to provide 5% financing in 2035. As I said, my country has certain needs too, but we are ready to use our public finances for military spending, because this is a reality, this is a geopolitical situation we live in.
About Russia, do you think that there is a risk that Russia could test NATO's Article 5?
Well, it depends on how rock solid Article 5 is. If we will not leave any doubts that Article 5 is in place, Russia will not test it. But for that, we need not only repeat 100 or 200 times how rock solid Article 5 is, We have to spend more, we have to strengthen air defense, and we have to build this deterrence wall. And not only within NATO, but also in discussing the issues of the next multi-annual financial framework in the European Union. For us, it's very important to emphasize the importance of eastern flank countries because they are protecting the external border of European Union. And they are have this burden, financial burden, which sometimes is disproportionate. We have to take our measures, we have to finance this spending, but we are not the most developed countries in European Union. We are still going and approaching the European Union average. For us, it's not so easy to take such kind of financial burden in order to protect external border.
Mr. President, European allies recently have been considering entering negotiations with Russia, maybe sending someone. Do you expect this topic to be discussed today?
It's not the appropriate time to start negotiations with Russia because Russia is exposing and showing to us that they don't want our participation. They are ready to continue this war. Maybe Mr. Putin has distorted picture of the reality because he expects that he will be able to occupy the whole area of Donbass in this year. But this is the situation, and probably I don't see how it is possible to go to negotiations table if one of the sides of the conflict sides is not ready to start any negotiations.
Something that you expect will be discussed today at the summit?
Maybe some colleagues will raise this issue, it's likely, but our position is very clear. It's pretty clear. Not the right time to do this today. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.